Hey there, freaks and geeks! Welcome to another episode of Geek Out for a Minute. We are coming at you here from the Kingdom of Bahrain. I'm your host, Rocky Rees, and today we're gonna go over Halloween. So let's cue that music. Alright guys, so Halloween just opened up on their date which was October 19th, Friday night, so that would be the 19th, today's the 20th. So by the time you guys get this, yeah, it'll probably be like, I don't know, well, maybe for you guys up in the United States might be a little bit different time, so I'll just worry about that later. But, let's talk about Halloween. So Halloween is written, it's written and directed by David Gordon Green, and he wrote that with Danny McBride, which is kind of bizarre. So far, we've been having a lot of these comedic guys doing a little bit of horror. So we got Danny McBride, and then we got Peele. Is it Keegan Peele? One of the guys for Get Out. So, obviously there's other markets that people that have passion for this type of genre, but that's good. So let's get into what it has done so far. So let's talk about the cast here just real quickly. I'm just going to go through the top ones, right, which would be Jamie Lee Curtis and Judy Greer are the top ones here. And Halloween is one of these things that I was super skeptic about, because if you saw my trailer review for it, then you know already that I kind of dogged it. And the reason for that is, Jamie Lee Curtis is older. I mean, she's probably about 50-something years old. And if we're assuming that she was maybe, in her 20s when she did the first one, and the first one came out in 1978, right? It was a year after I was born. So, I mean, I'm already, 41, so Jamie Lee Curtis must be somewhere around late 50s, And I was thinking, how is she going to fight somebody like Michael Myers? And I was wondering if they were going to do it like the other movies before, where Michael Myers was like kind of like this subhuman type thing, where like he would get shot and then nothing happened to him. But what happened was that they actually said that this is the only true sequel to the Halloween storylines. Or actually, so all those other movies that came after the first Halloween are no longer, are like, what do they call it? Redcon. So they redcon, which means that none of those actually count anymore. So not even Halloween H2O, which I remember seeing that one. It was like the 20-year anniversary of that too. So that being said, this movie was actually a lot better than I thought. Now, I didn't think that it was all that great. It's not going to blow my mind. It's not going to hit my top 10 movies of the year. But it's a fun movie to watch. And one of the things that you're going to see in the movie, I'm not going to talk about anything that's out of the trailers. I'm not going to do a spoiler review. So I'll just simply go into what I think the movie was. So, and if you saw in the movie, basically Jamie Lee Curtis' character, she has been preparing for this for a long time. Basically, she's been prepping for it, learning how to shoot and all that, and they make that reference in the movie. And so you also see that in the trailer. You see her prepping for it. She's got like a stockpile of guns and everything, and then basically she wants to kill Michael Myers, but she also has like this PTSD kind of agoraphobia thing going on. So she's kind of a shut-in case, and she doesn't really know how to communicate with the outside world without having that paranoia of, Michael Myers. And so obviously Michael Myers, escapes, and then, hence everything comes on. Now let me move along here to the killings. So the killings that Michael Myers does, it is brutal. It is brutal. I mean, when you see it, you're just, and I'm not talking about like they're brutal, just gory. I mean, I'm talking about, it's just like kind of like a brutal beating that he will do. Like he'll just smack the crap out of you and just keep pummeling and pummeling and pummeling. You gotta watch the movie, right? I mean, if you haven't seen it, I mean, I'll definitely have you go watch it. I mean, if you're big into horror movies / slasher films, this movie will keep you very happy. Now, the other things is that, the character development as far as for Jamie Lee Curtis, like I said, it was something that seemed believable, because to me, not only did they show her like preparing herself for basically this ultimate fight. But, you know, you also don't see her, you see her being scared shitless, you know? She is scared. And, you know, so she's terrified of the situation, which is pretty cool because it just shows you, like, you know, a little bit of realism to it, where she acknowledges that, you know, hey, that she's probably not as strong as, you know, Michael Myers is. So, and then Michael Myers, of course, he's just brutal as hell, doesn't say a word, whatever, you know. So overall, the story with it and the whole setup, I think it's really good. It starts like leading up to it, and I thought it leads up very well. Like, you know, there's other you know, horror movies that have come out that are a lot better. You know, like, you know, definitely, like, you know, if you have It, I liked It a lot better than I like this. You know, I liked, you know, Lights Out a lot better than I like this. So, you know, there's other horror movies that I felt were better, but some people may appreciate this movie. And again, this has a lot of history. You know, Halloween has been around, obviously, 40 years now. And, you know, you're looking at a movie that is capitalizing on that. And plus on Halloween, it just kind of makes it perfect for that Halloween weekend. Now, one of the things is that Halloween has so far made, opening day has made $7 million, I think it's $7.7 million, opening day. Okay, so that's not including the whole weekend that we still have yet to see. So it might catch up to Venom. Venom opened up at, I think, was 10 million opening day and ended at $80 million for their weekend opening. Okay, so will this do that well, you know, domestically? Well, that's yet to be seen. But so far, they're tracking that it might make anywhere from 70 to 80, like might be up to par with Venom. So, I mean, good for Halloween, man. I mean, like I said, I expected to actually hate this movie, but I actually liked it a lot better. So I would say definitely go watch it. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like the top thing, but it's worth watching, especially if you're into gore, if you're into horror and all that stuff. I would definitely watch it. Like I said, the killings are brutal. The action is pretty cool. And the thing is that when you look at Jamie Lee Curtis, despite being her age, you still think like, okay, I can believe her doing these type of fights. It's not extravagant and crazy. It's not John Wick, right? But she is putting up a fight, which is really cool. Anyways, guys, what do you guys think? Have you guys seen the movie? If you haven't, check it out. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. Other than that, guys, share, discuss, subscribe, and don't forget to spread the word. See you guys next time. Bye.